Good morning and welcome to Unity of Port St. Lucie's Sunday service on YouTube for May 10th, 2020, Mother's Day. On this day, we honor mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, aunts, and mentors in our lives. We wish you all a wonderful day and thank you for spending part of it with us. Now we will begin our service by singing our opening song, One Light.
All together, one light inside you and me. One light shines in every person that I see. It's the light that shines inside of me.
And now please join us in our prayer for inner peace. Creator of all that is, I open my heart and mind this morning to the presence of God that is within me and in everyone and everything, that one power and one presence. I let God's peace fill my being. In this presence, I am peaceful, poised, confident, and strong. I relax in God's loving care and release all my cares, knowing that God is upholding me and sustaining me in all that I do. God's presence calms me, quiets the storms around me, and leads me to a place of perfect peace. As I center myself in that peaceful presence this morning, I let go of every concern and relax in the safety of God's love and in the love of those around me. I find Unity of Port St. Lucie a sanctuary of love and peace, and I am open and receptive to receive all it has to soothe my mind and soul this day. And so it is. Amen. And now we welcome Linda Woodcock to read the daily word.
Good morning. Today's daily word on Mother's Day, May 10th. Mother's blessing. I honor all mothers and am grateful for their love. I bless my mother, and I am grateful to her for the gift of nurturing love. Whether my mother is still with me or has passed on, her love still lives in my heart, and her wisdom continues to inspire me. I am grateful for the many ways my mother has blessed me. I also feel deep appreciation and tender affection for all those who have blessed me with the selfless gift of motherly love. I would not be who I am without them. Through the living example of the mothers in my life, I pass along the blessings of a mother's care and devotion as I embrace opportunities to share an affirming thought, an encouraging word, a smile, or a simple act of kindness. I honor my mother and all mothers as I share the love of God that never fails. And from Proverbs 31:26, she opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue.
As we prepare for the meditation and talk, we welcome back today our own Reverend Linda Machezik.
I invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already, and prepare with me to sit in the silence for just a few moments together. Prepare by relaxing completely in your chair, your sofa, wherever you are. Relax. Allow the tension simply to melt away from your body, if there is any. Soften your neck and your shoulders. Soften your jawline, your lips, your face. Soft, relaxed. Begin to focus on your breath. Noticing that as you breathe in, the air is cool. Know that that breath immediately nourishes your entire body quickly and efficiently. Know that when you exhale, that breath of air now contains part of you. Part of you. Imagine it moving immediately throughout the room and ultimately outside the room you're in. Imagine it mingling with the breath of every other sentient creature on our planet, reminding you that we are all one. We are all one, breathing the same air. Breathing the same air, the breath of life. God moving in us, through us, and yes, as us. Will you take a moment to imagine that magnificent energy that is us, sweeping the entire globe, sweeping the globe and surrounding it with light and love, love, love. Let us sit, friends, in the silence together with that idea firmly planted in our hearts, in our mind's eye. We are encircling the planet with love together now. And then very gently, very lovingly, we return our attention to the room we're in. Having done great work, for the opportunity we say, thank you, God. And so it is. Happy Mother's Day. Boy, it's good to be with you. I see you in my mind's eye. I see all of my friends here at Port St. Lucie, and I send you love, gobs and gobs and gobs of love. I am right there with you, and you are right here with me in my heart. So I want to talk about mother love today. While I send you a great big heaping serving of mother love myself, I want to talk about mother love. I want to talk about all the places that we receive it, and I want to talk about the places where we give it as well. I guess that the archetypal mother of us all, based on the stories, the traditional stories we heard as children about Mary, the archetypal mother of us all would be the mother of Jesus. I think about how she accepted the seed that was planted inside of her, and how she nourished it, and how she birthed it, and then how she taught it and protected it and cared for it and loved it and encouraged it and celebrated it, and then ultimately mourned the loss of it, staying right there by his very side through his last breaths on earth. Mother love. We receive it from so many places, friends. Of course, we all have a birth mother. We can't avoid that. We wouldn't be here without them. Whatever our relationship is, they gave us birth. At the very least, they gave us birth. They brought us in. And for that, we are so grateful. They taught us either by omission or commission or both. They taught us. My own mother sacrificed for me. She went without on many, many, many occasions in order to give me something extra special, to provide me with an opportunity that I wouldn't otherwise have. She protected me. She cared for me. I received mother love, though, from lots of other people in my life. The list is so long. I encourage you to reflect on your own list. Who provided you with mother love besides your birth mother? Think about teachers and aunts and grandmothers. Think about your neighbors, mothers of friends. In my own case, and I've shared this before, I think about my piano teacher. I had a piano teacher named Geraldine, and she had the smile and the eyes and the heart of an angel. She was my angel. I never practiced. I didn't like playing the piano. My mother wanted me to, so I did it because I was dutiful. But I didn't like it, and I never practiced. And you would never, ever, ever have known that from Geraldine's reaction when I would show up for my lesson. Because in spite of the fact that it was obvious to us both that I was no better at playing a particular melody this week than I was the week before, she smiled the same way. Her eyes were filled with the same love. She continued to encourage me as though I'd practiced dutifully every day for hours. Unconditional love. I learned what it looked like, what it felt like. I had men in my life that provided mother love to me when I was a child. School teachers who taught me and encouraged me to develop something inside of me that they saw as pure potentiality. I had uncles who always asked me what I was doing, what I was up to, and they listened. Mother love. And then, of course, we express mother love, don't we? All of us, in some way, shape, or form. I was fortunate enough to birth a child. And so I know the love of a mother. I know how no matter how many miles apart we may be, no matter how old she may be or how old I may be, how advanced she is in her own experience as a mother, that she will always, always be my baby. That I am prouder of her and love her more deeply than anything I can even describe. Mother love. And I've expressed mother love to nieces and nephews. And thank God to my granddaughters. Who knew that you could feel that same love for grandchildren that you felt for their parents? I was a school teacher, and I prided myself for years on loving my students, loving them unconditionally, the way that I was loved unconditionally by my master teachers in my young life. And then, friends, we have maybe the grandest mother of them all to think about today, Mother Earth. Mother Earth nourishes us, feeds us, clothes us, inspires us with her beauty, receives our bodies when we're through with them. Mother Earth, Mother Love. I want to invite you to sometime this week carve out some way to express mother love to Mother Earth. Whether it's simply stepping outside and taking in all that she is, her magnificence, her beauty. taking it in, allowing it to infiltrate your DNA, and then breathing into it with your heart filling, overflowing, in fact, with gratitude and admiration and respect. Mother Earth has been crying out for us for a while to give her some mother love, and we are now. We are now. I heard a story this morning on NPR about a young woman who couldn't do the kinds of things that she was used to doing, couldn't connect necessarily with other people, couldn't hug them, couldn't kiss them, couldn't be with them, in fact. And so she was rediscovering how awesome it is to put a seed, in her case, a radish seed, in the ground so that she could watch it take root and come to life. She talked about how much pleasure it gave her to put her hands in the dirt again and to feel it. Do you remember as a child making mud pies? Do you remember smelling them, not eating them, I hope? But there's something distinctively wonderful about the smell of the earth and the way it feels in our hands. Mother Earth, give her mother love, friends. Take time today to reflect on all of those who've given you mother love, including Earth. Reflect on them. Pause, take time out to say thank you, God, for each and every one of them. Where would we be? Where would we be without mother love? And where would we be if we didn't give mother love to our friends, to each other, to our families, and to our earth? I'd like to close with a little poem I found by the most famous poet of all times, anonymous. It's called Mother Love. It says, her love is like an island in life's ocean, vast and wide, a peaceful, quiet shelter from the wind, the rain, the tide. 'Tis bound on the north by hope, by patience on the west, by tender counsel on the south, and on the east by rest. Above it, like a beacon light, shine faith and truth and prayer. And through the changing scenes of life, I find a haven there in mother love. I love you, friends, with all my heart, and I long to see you again in the flesh soon. God bless you.
This is a song written about mothers, written by Linda Green Shepherd and myself, Jeff Shepherd. Love brought me here. Your guidance made me strong. Help me to follow my heart.
You let me sing my song. Make life a work of art. Love brought me here.
for me. Thankful for all you've done.
Good times I'd always see, like plants that need sun. Love
Brought me here, and now my path is clear. Love brought me here, then raised my hands of steel. Love brought me here.
Don't you see the love
Brought me here.
your love
Love brought
brought
me here. Love brought me here.
your
Your
love
love
brought
me here. Your love
brought
brought me here.
your love brought me here.
Thank you, Jeff and Linda, for that beautiful tribute. We thank you for your continuing tithes and offerings that we have been receiving, and we appreciate it in these troubled times. We are continuing with the activities of Prayer Circle, which is Thursdays at 11 o'clock. Spiritual discussion will be held again on Tuesday, May 19th at 7 p.m. Next Sunday, our speaker, Reverend Vernell Nelson, will be returning. Just want to say that we are so happy to have some activities back, and we are and will continue to follow the CDC guidelines for groups and numbers that are permitted to meet. So make sure you're checking with the newsletter that goes out on Thursday or Friday. And if you have any questions, call me. I answer my cell phone and the church phone. So thank you, and join me in our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And so it is. Have a wonderful day, and we hope to see you next week.